Hey, everybody. This is Robert Kinsler,
And this is TJR.
and we are back. And we're very excited today to talk about the Rolling Stones, who just today have released the second single off their upcoming album titled Hackney Diamonds. That single is called Sweet Sounds of Heaven. And, this is a pretty high profile track because it includes some pretty notable guests on it, notably Lady Gaga on vocals, and also Stevie Wonder, who plays Fender Rhodes, Moog, and piano on the track. DJ, pretty
Yes.
big news today.
Yeah, we've got some pretty high profile guest stars on this particular track. So now the big question, who goes first? Do we flip for it? Do we arm wrestle? How are we going to do this?
Well, why don't you kick it off, and then I'll opine after you.
All right, I will. So as viewers on this channel may know, when the previous track Angry was released, we were both kind of felt the same, didn't hate it, wasn't super in love with it, thought it was pretty good, So this track, right from the first opening piano notes from Stevie Wonder, my reaction was, now this is more like it. First of all, Stevie Wonder brought his A game. The way he opens the song, just perfect. This is a very gospel-tinged blues song. This is territory the Rolling Stones have covered in the past. Everybody brought their A game. Lady Gaga's backup vocals, she's doing fine. But the rest of the band, in my opinion, really put their A game on this one here. Just the way the guitars sound. And also, I like the production a lot more than I did on Angry. And Angry, I felt like there was just this sheen on top of it that kind of took away some of the roughness that I associate when I listen to the Rolling Stones, the roughness of the sound. Here, I didn't feel like there was more sheen than needed to be. He goes by Watt, but I think it's Andrew Watt who did the production again. I think we mentioned him earlier the last time we did a video.
Right.
Yeah, here's production spot on. There's two versions. There's a short version. There's a long version. This longer version has a little break there and then comes back in again. And they're both fine. I would just go with the long version. I love that whole build, that I don't know if I hum it right, but you know what I'm talking about at the end there. That's just killer. Right. That whole lick that just plays with the horns and the guitar. Love that lick. And mixed lyrics too. Looked up his lyrics on Lyric Genius. There's a level of positivity to these lyrics that I would say we don't normally associate with the Rolling Stones. Usually there's more of a cynicism, a sardonic quality. There is just a darker feel to Rolling Stone lyrics. Nothing wrong with that. It's, just like with Paul McCartney, you go to the Beatles, Paul McCartney, he's always writing these uplifting songs with the Beatles and solo, uplifting lyrics, songs like Penny Lane that just make you feel good to be alive. This is Mick Jagger writing those kind of lyrics. Some of the lyrics here, let me look this one up here. Bless the Father, bless the Son, hear the sound of the drums. Mm-hmm. There's a line here, something about let the old feel like they're still young. I can't find it right this moment, but it's like, let the old feel like they're still young.
Right.
Yeah, it's just really uplifting. So yeah, I'm very positive about this track. Very positive about it. And there's my thoughts.
Yeah, TJ, you're so right. And picking up on your theme, I mean, a lot of times with the Stones, you're drawn in just the music. This one, I was drawn in for the music and the tapestry going on there. And also, like you said, the lyrics and the spirit of the song. I think this is definitely a home run for the Rolling Stones. It makes me very excited to hear the upcoming album. I found it much stronger than the lead-off track that we got, Angry. I totally agree with you. And this to me had kind of, like you mentioned the word gospel, almost kind of like also a New Orleans blues and soul sound as well. Kind of like you can't always get what you want in that vein for people that are fans of that song, or maybe Shine a Light. I think this visits that same territory, but it's its own song. And I think the work of Stevie Wonder and Lady Gaga does enhance the track. These are not simple, hey, let's put a couple cool guests on. I think that they really added to the power of the track. And like you said, the drums, the guitars, there's so much going on, but nothing kind of stomped on anything else. I really, what was it, about 7.5 minutes or something, that the full version, and it keeps you wanting to listen the whole time. It's a really I think it's a very ambitious track, but I think it really succeeds.
Yeah, and I'm liking it more with each listen. It's growing on me more and more with each listen. And like I said, in time, as I hear once I hear the whole album, Angry might take on a whole new place for me. I had mentioned I never really got into Start Me Up off Tattoo You. That was the single, but I love the album, and I've had that reaction too with other Rolling Stones album as well. They're what for a while there we thought may have been their last album of original material, because for a while now you could definitely say that there's always was a chance that whatever was the last album by the Rolling Stones could have been the last, for all we knew. But when they released A Bigger Bang, Rough Justice was the leadoff track. That was the single, and I didn't care for it. But then I listened to the album, really liked the album, and now I like Rough Justice a lot more. It actually seems to just fit right now. So I might feel that way about Angry once I hear it in context with the rest of the album and hear it all together. But yeah, I definitely, this feels like something that they would have recorded in the 70s.
Yes, it does. And I would encourage people to read a little bit about it, at least on the media release. And I did post that on my on Desert Local News today. When I posted it, sounds like Mick Jagger just was in but he was in a certain frame of mind. He started sitting at the piano, the chords came, and like you said, this is, I think, a really great song, and it kind of reflects perhaps where he is, in his life right now. And it's just I think a really nice and powerful song, and a welcome addition kind of to the Stones' legacy. Even like I said, today's the first day it came out. I think it'll continue to gain power over time.
Yeah, I agree. So great. That's one for one, and we may yet get a third advanced track. We'll, before the album's released, let's keep our fingers crossed that we get a third one. Maybe, maybe not. If we don't get a third one before this album release, there's one other thing I want to say, because I was thinking about the album as the whole possibility of this album, before we get to hear it. And I was thinking back on how we were both kind of tepid about Angry. And I thought to myself, regardless of that, and now, of course, we're more excited because we really both love this track. Just regardless of what different opinions you might hear out there, just remember, I don't think either of us lose sight of the track that the fact that we're getting this album is a blessing.
It is. Because
for all we knew, Blue and Lonesome, that the covers album, which was great, could have been their last album. Many, including myself, said, this would be a perfect way for them to go out, because they're right back to their roots again. When the way they started with their first album, they went full circle with that. It could have been a good ending for them. So the fact that we're getting this is a blessing for that reason.
It's amazing. One point to make is it's incredible to think the Stones have been around for more than 60 years.
Yeah.
And for them to release a song as great as this one, I mean, that does blow your mind, really. You say, well, because when we were in our teens, no one ever thought any bands would be, rock bands would even be incredible after age 50. And these guys, here they are around the age of 80, still, obviously putting their heart and soul and their talents and creating some great music. That's something to be excited about for rock fans.
Absolutely. Now, please tell us, what do you think of this new track? Give us your thoughts. Do you prefer the short version? Do you prefer the long version? Or does it even matter? But let us know your thoughts. We'll be curious to know what you have to say. As always, if you like these videos that we do, be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so you never miss a video. A big thank you to the patron supporters who receive exclusive weekly videos not available on this channel. And Robert, thanks so much. It's always good to talk music with you. And thanks so much for stopping by. Maybe we'll do something else before the release of the album, but for sure, when the album comes out, you and I are going to talk about it.
Oh, definitely. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're going to absorb it and then we're going to talk about it. All right. Everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.